with small families, better detection and cure of STDs, and overall increased medical facilities for all sex related problems, etc., all indicate improved reproductive health of the society. Now, let's talk about the population stabilization and birth control. In the last century, on all round development in various fields significantly improved the quality of life of the people. However, increased health facilities, along with better living conditions, had an explosive impact on the growth of population. The world population, which was around 2 billion, means 2000 million, in 1900, rocketed to about 6 billion by 2000 and 7.2 billion in 2011. So, this data is important. Our, uh, our population, which was approximately 350 million at the time of our independence, reached close to the billion mark by 2000 and crossed 1.2 billion in May 2011. A rapid decline in the death rate, maternal mortality rate, and infant mortality rate, as well as increase in the number of people in reproducible age, are probable reasons for this. So let's learn first. वर्ल्ड का जो पॉपुलेशन था वो अराउंड 2 बिलियन था 1900 में. पूरे वर्ल्ड की बात हो रही है यहाँ पे. एंड 6 बिलियन था 2000 में. एंड 7.2 बिलियन हो गया 2011 में. टॉकिंग अबाउट इंडिया. इंडिया में 350 मिलियन पॉपुलेशन था इंडिपेंडेंस के टाइम पे. एंड मीन्स 1940s के टाइम पे 350 मिलियन था. एंड 2000 के अप्रॉक्स द population became 1.2 billion. 2000 के अप्रॉक्स में वो बिलियन मार्क को क्रॉस किया एंड 1.2 बिलियन क्रॉस कर गया मई 2011 में. सो इट इज़ टू बी रिमेंबर्ड. नाउ through our reproductive child health care program, though we could bring down the population growth rate, it was only marginal. According to the 2011 census report, we are talking about India. According to 2011 census report, the population growth was less than 2%. That is 20 people per thousand per year, a rate at which our population could increase rapidly. Such an alarming growth rate could lead to an absolute scarcity of even the basic requirements, that is food, shelter and clothing, in spite of significant progress made in those areas. Therefore, the government was forced to take up serious measures to check this population growth rate. The most important step to overcome this population is to motivate smaller families by using various contraceptive methods. You might have seen advertisements in the media as well as posters, bills, etc., showing a happy couple with 2 children with the slogan "Hum do hamare do, we too and our too." Many couples, mostly the young, urban, working ones, have even adopted an one-child norm. Statutory raising of marriageable age of the female to 18 years and that of the male to 21 years, and incentives given to female and incentives given to couples with small families are two of the other measures taken to tackle this problem. Let us describe some of the commonly used contraceptive methods which help prevent unwanted pregnancies. So now we'll talk about the contraceptive measures. Okay. An ideal contraceptive should be user friendly, easily available, effective, and reversible with no or least side effects. It also should in no way interfere with the sexual drive, desire, and the sexual act of user. A wide range of contraceptive methods are presently available, which could be broadly grouped into the following categories, namely traditional, यानी कि natural, barrier method, IUDs, oral contraceptives, injectables, implants, and the permanent method, that is the surgical methods. So, talking about natural methods. Natural methods work on the principle of avoiding the chances of ovum and sperms meeting. Periodic abstinence is one such method in which the couples avoid or abstain from coitus from day 10 to day 17 of the menstrual cycle when ovulation could be expected. As chances of fertilization are very high during this period, it is called the fertile period. Therefore, by abstaining from coitus during this period, conception would be prevented. So, this was one method. Now, another natural method is withdrawal or coitus interruptus. ये दूसरा method है in which the male partner withdraws his penis from uh, the vagina just before the ejaculation so as to avoid insemination. Now, lactational amenorrhea is another third method. Absence of menstruation during the breastfeeding. Okay, method is based on the fact that ovulation and therefore the cycle do not means the menstrual cycle do not occur during the period of intense lactation following the parturition. So lactational amenorrhea is about 6 months to 1 year. Therefore, as long as the mother breastfeeds the child fully, chances of conception are almost nil. Therefore, this method has been reported to be effective only up to a maximum period of 6 months following parturition. So 6 months तक ही effective हो सकता है. And there are very much, so as no medicines or devices are used in this methods, so the side effects बिल्कुल भी नहीं है ये natural methods के, and the chances of failure are very very high. So in barrier methods means ovum and sperm. Barrier means wall. Okay, so ovum and sperms are के बीच एक हम लोग वॉल खड़ा कर रहे हैं जिससे कि ये दोनों मीट ना कर पाए. दे आर prevented from physical meeting with the help of barriers. Such methods are available for both males and females. Condoms are barriers made of thin rubber or latex sheath that are used to cover the penis in the male and vagina and cervix in the female. So just before coitus so that the ejaculated semen would not enter into the female reproductive tract. This can prevent conception. Nirod is a popular brand of condom for the male. Use of condoms has increased in recent years due to its additional benefits of protecting the user from contracting STIs and AIDS. So this contraceptive method also prevents STDs. This is a famous question of NEET. Both the male and the female condoms are disposable and can be self-inserted and thereby given the privacy to the user. Diaphragms, cervical caps and walls are also barriers made of rubber that are inserted into the female reproductive tract. So these are meant for females. And this is used to cover the cervix during coitus. They prevent the conception by blocking the entry of sperms through the cervix. They are reusable. Spermicidal creams, jellies, and foams are usually used along with these barriers to increase their contraceptive efficiency. Another effective and popular method is the use of intrauterine devices. Intrauterine devices is the most effective. These devices are inserted by doctors or expert nurses in the uterus through vagina. Since the name suggests intrauterine, so this is um, basically for the females, not males. So these intrauterine devices are presently available as the non-medicated IUDs. Non-medicated IUDs. The example is lipase loop. Copper releasing IUDs के 3 एग्जाम्पल्स हैं, कॉपर टी, कॉपर 7 एंड मल्टीलोड 375. एंड हार्मोन रिलीजिंग IUDs में आ जाएगा प्रोजेस्टासर्ट एंड LNG-20. So intrauterine devices increase the phagocytosis of sperms within the uterus. So intrauterine device means what it does, how it prevents fertilization of the sperm and ovum. So basically intrauterine devices increase the phagocytosis of sperms within the uterus, and the copper ions released suppress the sperm motility. So copper ions are going to suppress the sperm motility and the fertilization capacity of sperms. The hormone releasing IUDs in addition make the uterus unsuitable for implantation and the cervix hostile to the sperms. So यूट्रस में इम्प्लांटेशन होता है, सो यूट्रस में हम लोग इंट्रायूट्रिन डिवाइस लगा रहे हैं, तो इन यूट्रस को ही वो अनसूटेबल कर देगा. हार्मोन रिलीजिंग आयोडीज मीन्स प्रोजेस्टासर्ट एंड LNG-20. They are composed of hormones that basically prevent implantation. So intrauterine devices are ideal contraceptive for the male who want to delay, for the female who want to delay pregnancy or space children. It is one of the most widely accepted methods of contraception in India. So this question is asked, most widely accepted methods of contraception in India. Oral administration of small doses of, so here we'll be talking about oral contraception. Okay, oral administration of small doses of either progesterone or progesterone estrogen combination. So the main component of oral contraceptive medicine is what? Progesterone is another contraceptive method used by the females. They are used in the form of tablets and hence are popularly called as pills. So pills have to be taken daily for a period of 21 days. 21 days, starting preferably within the first 5 days of menstrual cycle. Now after a gap of 7 days during which menstruation is to happen, it has to be repeated in the same pattern till the female desires to prevent contraception. So what we are doing, the menstrual cycle is of about how many days? 28 days. Let's consider 28 days for now. So for 21 days the female will take the pills, and for the rest of the 7 days she is not going to take the pill, and that 7 days she will undergo menstruation. Okay, so they inhibit. So what does this oral pills do? So oral pills inhibit ovulation and implantation, as well as alter the quality of cervical mucus to prevent or retard the entry of sperm. So this question is very famous, that it inhibits ovulation. First option could be given this. सेकेंड में दे देगा इम्प्लांटेशन को वो प्रिवेंट करेगा, और क्वालिटी ऑफ द सर्वाइकल म्यूकस को वो अल्टर कर देगा टू प्रिवेंट द या फिर रिटार्ड कर देगा एंट्री ऑफ स्पर्म का. 3 things will be given in the option and fourth option will be all of the above. So answer will be all of the above. Pills are very effective with lesser side effects and are well accepted by the females. So basically females, what do they prefer? They prefer pills because less side effects are there. And okay, Saheli is one of the very famous and a new oral contraceptive for the females which contain a non-steroidal. So oral pills contain progesterone and estrogen, which is steroid hormones. But Saheli, it does not contain any steroids. It is a non-steroidal preparation. It is, and another thing is, it is a once a week pill. We do not have to take it daily, and the side effects are also very less. And contraceptive value is also very high. So Saheli is a very effective one. Now progesterone alone or in combination with estrogen can also be used by females as injections or implants. Injection or implants under the skin. So implants में भी हमारा hormones का mention आ रहा है यहाँ पे. Their mode of action is similar to that of pills. उसका जो mode of action है वो pills के जैसा ही है, and their effective periods are much longer. So why do females prefer implants? Effective period बहुत ज़्यादा है उसका. Administration of progesterone or progesterone estrogen combination or IUDs within 72 hours of coitus is going to prevent pregnancy, and it is found to be very effective and an emergency contraceptive, as they could be used to avoid the possible pregnancy due to rape or casual unprotected intercourse. So implant is also very effective. Surgical methods means also known as sterilization. They are generally advised for the male or female partner who wants to terminate the method. They don't want pregnancy anymore in their life. Their terminal method to prevent any more pregnancies. So the surgical intervention ब्लॉक्स द गैमीट ट्रांसपोर्ट. सर्जरी से क्या होता है, गैमीट का ट्रांसपोर्ट ही हम लोग नहीं होने दे रहे हैं, एंड देयर बाय प्रिवेंट कॉन्सेप्शन. स्टेरिलाइजेशन प्रोसीजर इन द मेल इज कॉल्ड वैसेक्टोमी एंड फीमेल्स में ट्यूबेक्टोमी. वैसेक्टोमी में स्मॉल पार्ट ऑफ द वास डिफरेंस इज रिमूव्ड और टाइड अप थ्रू स्मॉल इंसिजन ऑन द स्क्रॉटम. और ट्यूबेक्टोमी में क्या होता है, स्मॉल पार्ट ऑफ द फेलोपियन ट्यूब को हम लोग रिमूव कर देते हैं और उसको टाई कर देते हैं इंसिजन लगा के एब्डोमेन में, और वजाइना से भी हो सकता है. सो दीज टेक्निक्स आर हाईली इफेक्टिव बट देयर रिवर्सिबिलिटी इज़ वेरी प्योर. मीन्स वंस द सर्जरी इज डन, forget about reversibility. It needs to be emphasized that the selection of a suitable contraception method and its use should always be undertaken in consultation with qualified medical professionals. One must also remember that contraceptions are not regular requirements for the maintenance of reproductive health. In fact, they are practiced against a natural reproductive event, that is conception or pregnancy. One is forced to use these methods either to prevent pregnancy or to delay or space pregnancy due to personal reasons. No doubt the widespread use of these methods have a significant role in checking uncontrolled growth of population. However, their possible ill effects like nausea, abdominal pain, breakthrough bleeding, irregular menstrual bleeding, or even breast cancer, though not very significant, should not be totally ignored.